And this is the this is really pretty amazing over here because we have for last week since it started snowing, they started actually going ahead. Well, before they were going to really places we've been to once. I think it's an indicator of maturity. And also, I think it's funny because it almost feels like they're going ahead to clear the snow in a way, to forge the path. It's big birdies beginning to get ready to fly away from the nest. But here we are next to our wonderful, wonderful willows. Wonderful ancient willows, one of the symbols of Poland. Covered with snow. Snow we've been having very little of. Snow melted last year in just several days, and now it looks like we'll have it for a couple more days. Sunny will be able to take snow baths. She's a little cleaner now after taking snow baths for the last 2 days. And this is also time for continuing to actually plant the willows. Yes, you plant them in December and January. During the cold, you soak them in water, and very often you have to make you have to put hot water on the ground to actually be able to. Oh my God! This is something really incredible. Look at this. This is what happened to one of the willows here. This is really amazing. This is actually a deer. It's growing up here. You can see how it started, but we had a deer come over here, and what we do, see all the branches, you trim them. I think it should be able to survive because it still has enough bark on one side, but this is really incredible. A deer has come up over here, and it has actually, with its antlers, their antlers really itch at one time of the year when they cast them, and at this particular height, it started basically going over here, and it's scratching at this point. I've seen this before. It's always damage like this, but I'll show you some of the other willows on the way back. And look, they're already turning around and going. And those willows are about 200 years old that we have over here. And they're falling by the wayside. They're slowly breaking apart in every snowstorm that we have. There's less and less of them, so I think it's really wonderful that, doing this for the memory of our loved ones. And also the willows are really incredible habitats. They're incredible habitats for a variety of I'll show you the example of it, because look over here. Look how many openings they have. This only happens to the trim willows. If they grow naturally like we want to let ours grow, then they do not develop all those holes because they basically are not as healthy as they would be naturally. But this is also incredible for a variety of animals. Over 40 species of a variety of birds, invertebrates, mammals, find this as their habitats. And it's a lot of species that are disappearing together with the willows disappearing. And look at this. This is really sweet. This duck, Eddie's so insulated that every time we stop, she, and I just keep calling her she because she's been so mellow all the time before I realized it's he. It's always... Okay, that was a pheasant. Always loves to lay on the snow. This shows really how well insulated this little ducky is. Look at this. Look at this. It's just really nicely posted on the snow like nothing. Up. Come on, let's go. All right, so we'll go. And what Sunny continues to do, she continues to eat this wheat germ, which is winter grain, to catch up with us by flying. Sunny, you're beautiful with those beautiful wings, and you were flying put yourself in the front position over here, the leading goose over here, and look at this. And Sunny, and Sunny's leading us while Kundalini is attacking the wheel of the cart. And look at this. This is one of our willows. Look how beautiful it is. What do you do? Look how many branches in this one single year. Now what do you do? You trim the branches on the bottom, leaving just the ones on the top. So it starts growing higher up and develops more of a crown and goes up instead of just pushing out over here. So this is going to be our next step. When all the juices go back into the tree, we'll trim just on the bottom right here. This here and this here, just to allow it to shoot up, sort of kind of direct its energy up into the crown and to grow up. Because then what's going to happen, those trees and this bark will become like its main trunk. So that's also very important, because otherwise it will just bush out over here. So we'll use some of the principles of trimming, but we will not be cutting it. Like, as beautiful as they are, as characteristic as they are, we'll have to let them grow back and let them. And Eddie was also laying over here, making a little duck imprint in the snow. Eddie, I wish I could do that. I wish I had such great insulation. Up, like you. Where are you? Are you waiting for Sunny? Sunny, what's going on? What's happening over there? The goose is posted up looking at something. Okay, this is going to be interesting, because every time she does that, she catches up. She catches up when she realizes that we're gone. She either runs or she flies. Come on, Sunny. Oh, yes. Lovely. Don't fall into the ditch. It's okay. And we'll stop by some more. And this is an example of how symbiotic the birches also are. Hold on a second. We're putting some of our cardboard over here. All right, let's get it going so we can stop by the other. And we're dropping, we have compost places, drop-off points where we put our compost. Compost is actually closer to the field. And in the cold, it doesn't compost, it doesn't have the compost breakdown process, but the cold does affect it. And look at this. Here's another one of the wonderful, just in one ear, growing so beautifully like this. And this is another one. We'll trim just the ones on the bottom to allow it to shoot it up. So this is in preparation for next year. And there's about 5-7 more. There's the next one right here. And more trees waiting, nicely insulated in the snow. We'll put some more snow so the roots are a little more insulated, because the roots actually, when they're in the ground, they don't freeze. So the problem with trees that are still in the pots is that they're more affected by the temperature, they're less insulated. So it's really important to cover them up. And snow is actually one of the best insulators. Since it's water, it keeps the temperature around -2. So yeah. So anyway, so here's the next one to be trimmed as well. And one of the projects for the winter is also to put up yellow hearts on them, so we know exactly we can refer to them for which dedication individually. And so it's a little more colorful in the winter. And this is a wonderful example of life coming back, and just 1 year out of the stump, and next year it's going to be twice as big, with each of these branches turning into trunks. And this is also nicely nice in snow. So this is also an example of going forward or giving it direction. This is another one where we'll do this. And I just want to thank you, everybody, for being there, for being so wonderful, especially in this time of holiday, for reaching out no matter where you are, for understanding what it means to lose loved ones. And I want to wish you happy holidays. Take care. The happy duck sound and a little bit of shaking of wings, all indicating happiness. Actually, I'm really surprised how well they're doing and how much they enjoy winter. They're so well insulated that it's really not getting to them.